Hello everyone and welcome back to Jubilante's Direwolf 20 Season 6 Let's Play Along series. This will be episode 10 of my series, which is pretty cool, I think. That's at least about 5, maybe probably more hours of gameplay so far that I've recorded, which is, I think it's impressive. I doubt I have very many viewers at all, but for anyone who's following along, thank you very much for watching. I hope you are enjoying it. So yeah, we have a number of things to do today. Direwolf 20 in his episode 10 of his series, he started doing Thaumcraft, and I would love to start doing Thaumcraft, but I think I'm a little bit behind because there's a few more things I want to get to today. Maybe we can touch on Thaumcraft if I'm really fast, but you know me, I'm not fast, so we'll see where we get. So first things first, real quick, I wanted to go ahead and make some elevators. Yay. This should allow us to quickly go between up here and our basement, because remember I said a few episodes ago I don't really like these stairs going here. So let's see, what is this? This is 536, 627. We need to find those coordinates down here. 536, 627. Here we go. So hopefully if I did this right, yay, we have an elevator. So you just shift to go down and you jump to go up, and it gets you up and down really easy. So I'll probably get rid of this stairway a little bit later, but for now I just wanted to go ahead and add that in, and I'll definitely add one going up to my bedroom later, but I'm a little low on wool, so it's very important that we get our little farm finished up today. Put some sheep and some cows in it, because it would be really nice to go ahead and start collecting some wool and all those other things. So yeah, let's get going on that. There's two ways to catch animals that I think are both pretty easy. There's the safari nets, which you can get the one-time use, the single-use ones out of the chests. I think I've gotten a few, and you can make them. They're pretty cheap. I mean, that's not that bad. But the reusable ones are cool, but they use 4 ender pearls and a gas tier. That's kind of ridiculous. So the other option is the golden lasso from Extra Utilities, which uses a single ender pearl and some string and gold ingots, and it's also reusable. So I kind of like these in terms of they're pretty cost effective. I know I have some there, but I'll go ahead and make some new ones. Let's make 2 of these. I think we can spare 2 ender pearls, and we need some string. Hopefully I have enough string. So get a couple of these. Cool. So we have some golden lassos. So these allow us to go out and basically just, you wrangle up whatever animal you want to wrangle up. Oh, and my plant's grown. Let's break that and replant the seed. Toss that in here. So I want to catch some cows and some sheep and bring them over here. By the way, I've finished this area. I just kind of put some cobble all around. I added a path, not that I ever use it, but I finished up the walls. So I covered the back area where the chests are with this. So you can kind of come in here. It's like kind of a little maintenance shaft, and there's doors out to the farms. Just, to kind of give it a little bit of access. But, usually I just platform around or jump in or whatever. So mostly all that's just aesthetics. It's not really going to be all that useful to me, I guess. But, if I decide not to cheat, maybe it'd be useful. But, yeah, you know me too well. So I'm going to go hunt some cows and bring them all back, and I will meet you back when I've got that done. So here's our first cow. You just walk up and you right click, and now he's in the lasso. It will say cow on it, so you've caught him. I will want some chickens eventually too, but I'm going to ignore them for now. And let's see if we can spot another cow. Here we go. And I'll catch him. But wait, he has a really cool black cat hat. Haha. Sorry, I can't resist the hats. I'll have to find another cow. I'll be back. Alright, so I caught a couple cows. I'm going to toss them in here. And they should start breeding pretty much right off the bat, because I think, yep, this has a bunch of wheat in it, because the harvester has been allowed to go for a while. And it looks like, okay, cool, the chronotyper's facing the right way, which was something I was worried about before. So now the babies are over here. Once they grow up, the grinder will grind them, and it'll make delicious cow meat and stuff. So, yeah. I'm going to catch several more cows. I mean, I could wait. The trouble is the chronotyper is just going to constantly pull the babies out, and I have no easy way to turn it off. So I'm just going to go catch some more cows, bring them back. I probably want at least 4 to 8 in here. I'm not sure how many I'm going to do. And then I also want to catch some sheep and put them in here. So I'm going to do that all off camera because it's pretty repetitive, and I'll be back soon. So you know what, guys? I made a big mistake in the previous episode. I thought it was the harvester that got the wool off the sheep, but it's not. It's the rancher. So I'm having to make that real quick. Sorry for the confusion. I just tend to forget. I'm not overly familiar with MFR, so I tend to forget which machines do what. What's missing? I thought I had all this stuff. Let's see. Machine frame, fluid duct. I guess it's maybe because the shears can't be shift clicked. And yeah, so there we go. The other extra harvester I'll probably find a use for. In fact, I already have an idea of what to use it for, so it's no big deal. But let's go stick the rancher over here. The rancher can also get milk from cows and ink from squids. I don't really know how you would set up a squid farm. Like, I don't know. I'd be curious to find out. So, because I thought squids would like naturally despawn and stuff. So hopefully. Oh, did I never run the power over here? I guess I didn't. That's odd. I totally thought I did. Yeah, so I'll get the power cords and like finish this that I totally failed on. And yeah, and I caught a couple sheep. Now I do like to do the sheep farms where you dye them all the colors so that you get wool of every color. But I find that this pen will just get like way too crowded. And it can cause a bit of lag and stuff. my horse has a glass on his butt. That's funny. So I will worry about dyeing sheep later. For now, I'm just gonna go with a few white ones just so I get some wool, and we'll figure that out. So I'll be back after I finish connecting everything together. Alright, so I connected the power up to the rancher, and they're getting sheared, which is awesome. Looks like the babies haven't grown up yet, but we've got a few babies. That's good. So I'm going to catch a few more sheep and a few more cows. Yeah, I'm flying around in bat. I'm just kind of cheating at this point. Yeah, I know. It's funny, too, that like, like I said in the previous episode, I don't really consider it cheating, especially since pretty soon here I'm going to make myself a freaking hover suit anyway with a jetpack and stuff, so not much different, really. And you can set it up so you essentially have infinite power, so it doesn't really even cost anything. So yeah, that's why I rationalize my ability to use bat form all the time. Yep, I'm very good at that. So a few more sheep. That's cool. And then bat flying around. Yeah, so let's head back. I'll toss this stuff in my sorting system. Actually, I probably want that. Don't need that, though. We'll put these lassos just in our, like, miscellaneous chest. And then, one other thing I want to do today that I hopefully can do quickly, and maybe we could touch on Thaumcraft, would be to make a couple more advanced machines, because I know I'm going to need them. I would like to make a rolling machine from Railcraft, so that needs some redstone, some iron for some pistons, and then we need a crafting table, and yeah, that should be... Oh right, this Natura one I don't think is gonna work. I'll just throw that away. I think I have some oak in here. Yeah. Oops. Okay, I think, yeah. So, a rolling machine, cool. We'll put that there. And then the other machine I wanted to make, I know, it doesn't have power yet. I'll get to it. And I also want to get rid of these stairs, so I'll do that off camera. The other one is the induction smelter. Because this is very useful. I need it to make Invar and Electrum blend and all that stuff, so I definitely want to go ahead and get this one made. So I'll need some glass, probably some gold. And then, of course, I also need to make magmatic. I forget what it's called. Magma crucible and the liquid transposer. Copper ingots. Actually, I probably want to use that one up, so it's not taking up space. What was I missing? Oh, 2 Invar. There we go. So that'll be our induction smelter. And we'll go ahead and disable all the inputs there. And then we need a liquid transposer and a magma crucible or whatever, so we can start working with some of that. Actually, I could probably go ahead and make those real quick. I know it's like 2 more machine frames. Magma crucible, nether bricks. I think it used a leadstone energy cell or something, so yeah, redstone block. Another couple copper ingots. I assume we're going to need 1 for each of those as well, so I'm making 2. That. So there's a magma crucible, and then we need the, is it still liquid transposer or fluid transposer? I guess it's fluid transposer. Yeah, there we go. So, needs another bucket. So many buckets. And more copper. There we go. So we got those. I'll probably stick them in this corner, I guess. Magma crucible on top, fluid transposer on the bottom. We'll make this one output into here. There we go. So yeah, we got a bunch of these machines. I'll just need to run the power underneath. And obviously for this one it'll need to go up the back, I guess. Oh, I had a cover here from before, so we don't want that covered anymore. And we'll take this. There we go. Oops, I didn't mean to put that in there. Can I run this up the back? I'm gonna have to use a cover, aren't I? Yeah. Well. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just have to put some covers in the back here. And I'll go ahead and put that back. Alright, so we got a bunch more machines. That's really good. This will be very useful soon. Dang it. Because I know pretty soon I'm going to want to make a tank so I can start storing this mob essence. So in fact, I'm probably going to go ahead and take a bunch of this iron and go ahead and put it in here. Because I'm going to want to make railcraft tanks, which are not railcraft. Let's try tank. These iron tank walls, which you can see are made with 4 iron plates, which are made in the rolling machine. So I'll need that, and then the gauges and stuff are basically the same. They all use iron plates, but with a little bit variation. So I need to make some of those tanks to start storing the mob essence. So I'm getting that started, and then the induction smelter is awesome. Yeah, so I think all that being rushed through, we should be pretty close to ready for Thaumcraft. So give me a second. I'm going to clean up some of these things, get these machines covered up and all that stuff, and I will be right back. Alright, so I made that final elevator since we actually have a wool farm going now. So I put it in my room. So yay, now we can go between all 3 floors, which is awesome. So yeah, let's get started with some Thaumcraft stuff, I think. So the first thing you make with Thaumcraft usually is the wand. So let's grab a couple ironing ingots. Honestly, I don't even really remember how you make a normal wand. I think you need a couple caps like this. Yep, so I'm going to need some more. So I have 2 caps, and then I think you just need a stick. I think, but let's hope this works. Yay, a wand. So what you would normally do then, after you have your wand, is you would create a bookshelf. You'd put the bookshelf down, and you'd smack it with your wand, and you have a Thaumonomicon. But remember, I found a Thaumonomicon in the village the other time, so I get to save myself a bookcase. So the next thing you want to do is probably make the workbench and other the research table. So basically you need yourself some tables. I forget how you make them. Some planks on top of... Alright, so let's see if I can make it out of this natural wood. You never know until you try, so... Cool. We need 3 basically. And then for the research table we need ink quill or something it's called. I always forget what it's called. Let's see if we can find Thaumcraft in here. Here it is. Scribing tools. Okay. So I need a bottle, ink, and a feather. There we go. So, yep, that would be the basics, I guess. So let's put this. This is not going to be my permanent Thaumcraft room, I don't think. I have an idea for maybe a really cool Thaumcraft room down the line, but for now, let's just stick this stuff here. I think this goes in the left corner. Yeah, and then to turn this into a workbench, you just right-click it with your wand. And so now it's a little workbench. So, arcane work table, sorry. And now we have a research table. So with a research table, we won't start on research just yet. The next thing I want to make is the thermometer, so we can start discovering aspects. So we need 2 of any kind of shard, 2 gold, and a glass. So 2 gold, glass, and any kind of Thaumcraft shard. It looks like we have the most of earth, so we'll grab a couple of those. Oops, this has to be done in the arcane workbench, which is why I made it. So here we go. Thermometer. Yay. So with this, you could start researching things. You just point it at stuff and right-click. You notice down in the bottom right it says I do not have all the knowledge required to understand that. So apparently wood is a rather complex thing. We could try the torch. Yay, we discovered Lux. Cool. Yeah, so at this point we just need to start running around and discovering all the things we can. Try grass and all this stuff. Cobble's pretty basic, I think. Cool. We could try... why does it say unnamed? I don't know, that's just glass, I think. But we could try stone bricks. Cool, we could try regular stone. Yeah, I forget. The reason you can't discover something is you have to know it's the aspects that create it, like make it up. So see how Lux is air and ignis? Well, air and ignis are the 2 basic aspects, primal aspects, I mean, so I already had those, so I was able to discover Lux. Just like Saxum is 2 Terra, so I had to know Terra to get Saxum. And basically you build your way up the tree that way, and you can't discover stuff if I don't know what it's made of, so, you know, with a tree and stuff, it's probably a lot more complex than I currently have, so I need to run around and figure out the very basic stuff. I think water has just aqua. Let's try sand. Oh, cool. So that had like Perdido and Terra, it looks like. We can try, is dirt different? Dirt's different, so did I already do grass? And then, so you kind of have to keep coming back to the things you already did because, you know, you don't really know it, you know, when you discover the thing that'll let you research it. So I'm gonna start researching some things. I might be back. I might just look up a cheat sheet because I have like very little patience for this sort of thing. So I'll be right back. Okay, so one thing I forgot to mention is you can also, you know, research things that you toss on the ground. So I'm going to do coal, and that gives me potentia and ignis. So I can put that back. Then I apparently want to do like a bowl, I guess. So I forget how you craft a bowl. Is it like that? Yeah, cool. So let's toss a bowl on the ground. That gives us vacuos. I don't know how you say it. And then the other thing you can do to get research points is you can actually go to your research table and combine them manually. So if I do aqua plus terra, that should give me Victus. So with Victus, I should now be able to go and research some seeds. Toss that on the ground. And that gives me granum, which, if you look, is made up of Victus and Ordo, so that's why I had to get the Victus first. The next thing would be probably grass. I think I should now be able to do grass blocks and stuff, so yep. I'll do some regular grass. Let's see if we can do the tree now. No, it doesn't look like it. Weird. That glass thing is still weird to me. Anyway, so let me go sleep real quick. There we go. We got arbor from the regular redwood. So that's good. The next thing would be a trapdoor. And keep in mind, right now I'm playing on version 1.0.19 of the Direwolf pack. I think this has Thaumcraft 4.1 in it. So the research has changed a little bit from where it was. Did that research the trapdoor? Okay, it's a redwood trapdoor, so maybe that's not the best. Because I think trapdoors are supposed to have something different than that. Yeah, there we go. They're supposed to have the modus. So I think the next thing is we want to do like an iron ingot because we can get some metallum. Cool. Toss that in there. The next thing we're probably going to want to go to the research table again, and we'll do Victus and Perdido, and that gives us Mortis, and then we can do Mossy Cobblestone, which I know I have some in here. Cool, and that gives us like the Procantio. Then we can go find a chicken. And hopefully some... Actually, I think this might be where it differs, but let's see if we can do the horse. Okay, I can. See if we can do a chicken. Let's do an egg. Sure, why not? Let's try flour. Nope, can't do that yet. The next thing would be going back home and doing some soul sand. So hopefully for anyone watching, this is a good, you know, this is your cheat sheet for how to do the research as fast as possible, because like I said, I have no patience for this sort of thing. I think it's totally cool, and it definitely adds an element of exploration and discovery to the game. I have nothing against that. I'm just really freaking lazy, and I just kind of want to get up through the tech tree as fast as possible. And plus, I get super frustrated. Like, believe me, the first time I played this, I tried to discover all things on my own, and actually went exploring and tried to do all that stuff. But my goodness, I got so frustrated because I would get stuck. And like I said, I don't play this game to be frustrated. I play this game to have fun. So if something starts frustrating me, I'm just like, whatever. Like, just look up a guide and finish. So yeah, that's kind of why I don't really have patience for this sort of thing, especially since I've done it so many times. So, paper for the cognito, some rotten flesh, flint for instrumentum. Oops. Shift right click if you have trouble with, clicking on things while you're trying to discover stuff. Let's do wool. For the Fabrico. We could do an apple. And then we need a milk bucket apparently for the Sano, which isn't necessarily required, but for completion's sake. Where'd all my buckets go? I think they're in here. So let's go get a bucket of milk from one of our cows. I'm kind of sneak in here this way. Can I reach? Whoops, apparently. Well, let's get out of here. Actually, yeah, I have a door. Because, yay, I have a door. So if we toss... I'm getting stuck on terrain. If I toss the milk bucket on the ground, research that, get a lot of things. And then the next thing would be... Might as well. It doesn't hurt to get extra aspects because you'll need them for research eventually, so... Yep. I wonder what the redwood wore. That just gives me arbor. I'm going to put that away. And then we need some obsidian. Cool. And then the final thing is we'll probably need some snow and ice. Let's try blaze rod. Probably do diamond. Slime balls I have somewhere. Let's see if those work. Nothing can be learned from this. I guess I need regular green slimes or something. Do a spider eye. Let's try some string. We haven't done that. How about some bone? We can do an arrow for Tellum. Leather for the tunaman. Do a hoe. Need to do a pickaxe too. Let's see if that one works. Because I'm pretty sure the tinker's tools do not work. We can do a hopper. Why not? We can do these chests. We can do the crafting station. Yeah, once you start getting really high, you can just start inspecting everything you have. It's pretty cool. Why are these all different? That's weird. Ender chest. And notice how you get like a ton of aspects for complex machinery. I think he finally did a update where it capped it at 8 per thing, because you used to get like 60 for a machine or something, because it basically kind of adds up everything that's built into it. So yeah, it's a little bit different now. But you still get a good amount, so it's worth doing. Let's see, and do the pressure plate. Yep. So, is this inner chest different? Okay, I don't know. Yeah, so let's do... I think that's pretty much all the important things. Oh, I should do the ethereal essence. I know it gives me something good. Yep, whatever that is. Aurum, I think. We could do a zombie brain. Do some amber. And the shards are really good to do, so we'll take like one of each of these. Cool. So, all of those. I think I've pretty much got most of the aspects done. So, once you're done with that, what you can, really start playing around with is researching. And for that, you're going to come to your table. And he has a new way of doing this. So, if I'm correct, I think the new way you research is you just click on something. You need scribing tools and paper. Okay, so I guess I need scribing tools in my inventory and the paper. Sorry, I'm getting used to using the elevator. I know I keep going around outside, which means I'll probably need to go ahead and set up a sugarcane farm area sometime soon. But so now I should be able to click to get a research note. So now I have a research note. If I put it up here and then the scribing tools. So the mini game is really cool. I like the new updated mini game. I really do. Basically, the goal is to connect the dots, if you will. We need to connect all these icons, and you connect them by combining them with either something that combines to make this icon, or this icon can combine to make. So this is Cognito, right? So let's see. If we go to Cognito in here, it's made up of Terra and Spiritus. And we want to get to Ordo or this one. I'm not sure. I don't think order matters. I think as long as you connect them somehow, it doesn't matter which order you go in. So let's... sorry, I forgot. It was Ordo. Okay, so is there a way we can get to Ordo from Cognito? My bad. So what's Spiritus made up of? It's Victus and Mortis. Victus is Aqua and Terra, and then Mortis is Air and Aqua. No, that was Modus, sorry. Mortis would be Victus and Perdido. So I don't think there's an easy way to get from Ordo to Cognito. At least not that I see. I'm not very familiar with all of these aspects, so yeah. I kind of want to see, is there something that like Terra and Ordo combine into? I'm sure there is, but I just don't know. I'm not all that familiar with these, so maybe this wasn't the best example to start with. Let's see, what's that owl? Census is Air and Spiritus. Okay, so these have Spiritus in common, the Census and the Cognito, so that's probably how we want to connect those. Assuming we have enough Spiritus. Where would it be? In here somewhere, I think. Spiritus. Okay, so I should be able to click here. Okay, you click and drag, sorry. So these two will go together. Let's do Cognito. I think I have more of that. So those now connect. You can see... So because basically I went from Cognito to Spiritus, which Spiritus combines into Cognito. I can go back to Cognito because, again, it's basically the same thing but the opposite direction. Back to Spiritus and then into the owl thing. I forgot what it was. And so hopefully I think I keep clicking on the wrong thing. Hopefully the owl can connect to Ordo somehow. Air. Let's see, does air and Ordo something? Ordo and Humanus. What's Humanus made out of? Beastia Incognito. Well, I wonder if that... We might could do that. If we do Instrumentum to Humanus, right? And what was Humanus? Beastia Incognito. So we can go Cognito here, and then something that makes up Cognito. Maybe Terra. Cool. So, yeah, that was kind of confusing. There was probably a better way to solve that, but I'm not all that familiar with this. But that's how the minigame works. And I actually like the minigame a lot because it teaches you about the aspects. You know, like I had to go in here and look at them and figure out what connects to what to be able to, you know, figure it out. So it's very puzzly. It's better than the old one where you just like moved the little squiggles around on the research note to try and connect them. I didn't like that much because it just felt more tedious than anything. This one actually feels like a mini puzzle game. So I think he did a great job. Good job, Aznor. I really like it. I hope he keeps it because I think it's a lot of fun. And then there's different kinds of research in the book. Like I could click to get more research. I'd have to get my scribing tools back out. But when you see like hexagonal ones, which I don't think I have. Oh, that one. Like if I researched the wand foci, I could just click this and get it. And I think you just pay for it with some, you know, aspects that you have. So that's pretty cool too. So you don't have to research everything in the book anymore. You can actually unlock some things pretty quickly. So yeah, I'm going to do a bunch of research off camera and you know, get some of these things figured out. I guess I'll go ahead and sleep. Alright guys, so I think today's episode has been long enough. I did manage to stay somewhat in line with Direwolf by getting the Thaumcraft started. I hope you enjoyed the Thaumcraft cheat sheet a bit, and in between episodes I'm probably going to do some more research, get some more of those things done, and hopefully when we get back we can make some really cool Thaumcraft toys or you know, figure out what we want to do with all that. I would like to make a separate Thaumcraft room / building somewhere. I don't think the tree is big enough to hold it because eventually you need a lot of room for Thaumcraft. So I'm going to start planning out what I want to do with that, and we'll meet back next episode. Thanks for watching. Hooray for 10 episodes, and I really hope you're enjoying the series so far. Thanks again.